Hey guys, how are you? So you're on my new camera now. I got myself a brand new Panasonic Lumix G85. Oh, give me a second. So this is my new camera, which is a camera that will be replacing my my GoPro Hero 2, which is an old crap of a camera. And what's fun about this camera is I also have a light on the side of it now. So I got this beautiful light, and it's barely at 10% right now. If I crank it more than that, it just blinds me out. And I also have a screen now that I can flip, a fully articulated screen, so I can actually see what I'm filming, and I can actually see if I'm in focus, you know, or if I'm out of focus, and so on. So that's really cool. So I haven't been filming much lately, and I've told you my excuses for that. Is first of all, it was way too cold to film, so my GoPro battery would not even survive a minute out in that cold. And the fact too that it's just not fun to go in a bush around here because there's like 10 feet of snow. But this weekend I adventured myself anywho. I went to the family cottage. And what's funny about the family cottage is usually when we arrive at the cottage, there's 4 steps and we get onto the balcony. Well, we arrived there, me and my daughter, with sleighs, and we actually went down onto the balcony. That's how much snow fell. So there's at least 5 feet of snow in front of the balcony, which is totally ridiculous. If you know, at one point I took off my snowshoes, and I went around my sleigh that was at that point on the gallery, and my foot went off the gallery because there was snow everywhere, so I didn't notice, and I went straight through, and I fell all the way up to almost up to my hips in snow. So there's a lot of snow, and it's a really bad snow because it's very, very crystally because of all the cold that happened. So if you don't have snowshoes, you just sink to the waist. So it's really not fun. And but anyways, we went to the cottage, and we were able to heat it up, and we slept there all night. And the next morning, instead of restarting the fire that had died out to cook, we just simply decided to pack up and go back home. So we had a nice little adventure. It was really quick and easy. And I didn't bring the camera along because I don't like to film at the cottage, because like I said, I always want to keep that location a bit, you know, off grid. And a cottage is a cottage. There's not much to film there anyway. So that's it. I just wanted to give you a quick shout out and show you the quality of this amazing little camera and my new setup. So the only thing missing now in my setup is a better tripod, because this Amazon basic tripod is going to most probably fall on the sheer load that I put on it, because I got a camera, I got a light, I got a shotgun mic, and I don't think this tripod is made to withstand so much weight. So it's working fine now in my house on a cement floor, but I don't see bringing that into the bush and expecting good results. So I'm right now shopping for a good tripod, and I saw a few today there, but I still have some little reading to do about that. So I'm going to try to go in the bush maybe this weekend or the next weekend after that. I can't promise anything, but the big colds are slowly, well, I thought it was going to be gone, but we woke up to minus 30 this morning, minus 30 degrees Celsius. So that's almost minus 25 Fahrenheit or something. It's really cold. So I didn't want to go in that cold I don't like going into that cold, I mean. So this weekend is not going to be super warm, but it's not going to be super cold. But Saturday, I'll be busy on Saturday because there's a ice challenge. These ice crush challenge they call, which is a bunch of crazy people going down man-made hills of ice, and they're only wearing skate and hockey gear, and they're racing down hills with skates. It's a crazy sport, but it's really fun to watch. So the final is in La Sarre this weekend on the 2nd of March, and we'll most probably go check it out to have fun, because it's going to be amazing. But apart from that, maybe if I have time on Sunday, I'll go and try this little baby outside and see how it reacts a bit to the cold, because I bought it a bit for that, because it's also sealed, so it's not completely waterproof. Like, I can't submerge the camera, but it's what we call splash proof, so it can actually rain on it, it doesn't matter. But I don't know how it reacts to cold, because the operating temperature is above 0, it says. So at -15 or something like that, I don't know how it's going to react, but what better way to find out than to try it out. So that's about it. So I just wanted to wrap this up. It's a little 6-7 minute video, and this little camera I bought just to drag this a little bit longer, just to give you a little idea of the camera. It's a model that came out in 2016, and what's fun about this model, it's actually 4K capable, so it's able to film in 4K at 30 frames a second. I don't film in 4K yet because the processing power to crunch and edit videos in 4K is not something I want to live with right now, because just crunching a 1K video, like a 1080p video in 30 frames a second, takes me double the time of the length of the video. So a 10-minute video takes me 20 minutes to render. So I'm going to see how fast these videos, because that's with my GoPro, so maybe this is a true 30 frames a second. So when I crunch it for YouTube, which wants 30 frame and not 29.97 frames a second, so maybe this is a true 30 frames a second, and I'll see that first time I edit the video. And I was comparing this to the Canon 80D, which came out 6 months before this guy in 2016. But the Canon does not do 4K video. The Canon is also a DSLR, which is bulky and heavy and huge. This guy weighs about 300 grams less, because it's a mirrorless camera, but it has interchangeable lens, so you can still get the same results as a DSLR, but in a much compact format. So you know, like you have to read about it. You know, if you're a big hardcore fan of DSLR, people look at mirrorless and they go like that, but I can tell you that I'm really liking this camera. It really films high quality videos. It takes really sharp pictures. The autofocus is really good. It's got 49 points of autofocus for pictures, and out of that it can lock 9 points, and it will follow it. So you can actually lock a target, and you say don't leave that target out of your view, and it's always going to keep it in focus. So I got that yesterday, so it's like a supercomputer in compact form. So I have to start looking at what it does and everything. But up to now, I played a bit with it, and it's really a nice solid gear. So that's my new baby, a Lumix G85. So that's what you're going to see my ugly face now on. And like I said, my setup is pretty much where I wanted it, except for the tripod. The tripod is just way too feeble. And I don't want to drop my brand new camera because my tripod decides to crack in half. So that's my next investment, is a good tripod. And after that, you know, that's it. I'll be good for a while, because I have to stop spending on it. Amazon's about to give me shares. So that's all I had to say. Just under 10 minutes. Wow. So please like, subscribe, and new videos are coming out really soon, because with a new camera comes new videos. Bye-bye.